Hello, everybody. It's a trade cap for January 20th, 2026. And today's the Monday. And I took one trade on AMD for around a 26.79% win, right, in total. But the contracts hit over, wow, over 200% easily, right? 165. I remember the contracts were like 360. So over 150% on these contracts, right? You held. And unfortunately, right around when I sold my final contracts, we had news on QQ and SPY, and then we instantly reversed back up. So, is what is part of the game. So yeah, let's get into the video. Let me break down what I saw. And yeah, so right, as usual, the first 5 minutes of market open, I'll always wait to see what price action is doing, right? Because price action the first 5 minutes is the most important thing, even more important than pre-market price action, right? And AMD is always what I watch, right? This past weekend, this week, of course, because the higher time frame, right? We know that there's momentum on the higher time frame, so I was looking to play that name, and also right in my Discord, I even called that AMD like 17 times. Look, Spike QQ at high day here, AMD on watch, no strong price action to enter, chop on both Spike QQ, now we're taking a trade here, and then AMD calls out strong price action, so literally called it beforehand, right? And I'll kind of break down how I kind of entered this name, right? So first of all, right? Oh wait, it isn't even. Where's the? Hold up, where's the thingy? Yeah, it should be like this. Bro, there's something wrong with my trading view. I need to figure this out after the video. But pretty much on like my other screens, when I like draw a level, it doesn't draw on the like I was trying to mark out my levels, and on my other screen I mark out my levels, and it wouldn't pop up on this screen. So that's very interesting. So I guess we'll just have to use this, right? So. mm, do we use this? Yeah, okay. I guess we'll use this, right? So, what I see on Spine QQQ, right, to be able to take this trade. So, first of all, I want to see stock and relative strength. Right? You're always going to see me talking about that every single video. So, simply, I just want to see stock that's stronger, weaker than QQQ, right? So, what did I see on the indices today? Simply saw that where is it? We are just kind of gapped down from our previous day, Monday, right, with that bad tariff news, right? And we're just consolidating, right? So Spike QQ, we're just pretty choppy, not doing anything crazy. This is a perfect price action on QQ and SPY, to kind of gauge a stock relative strength, relative weakness, right? Because if we can see a name that's like has like nice price action candles, the upside or downside, while QQ Inspire is chopping around in range, then we know that that stock has relative strength very easily. Like, does it kind of make sense? So same with QQ, right? Just not really doing anything too crazy, just chopping around, like no strong price action, right? Of course, right here, there's that news. I'm not sure what news is for, but right when I exited my trade, by the way, I don't know if you guys know, but I exited my position, my trailers at this 919 level, bro. And right when 919 happens, bro, 920 we have a reversal. So those five contracts probably would have gone over 100%. So trade probably would have been over $3,000 worth. So you know what, is what it is. Just part of the game. You can't really predict what's gonna happen in the future, right? So I don't know what this news was even about. So simply, QQ Spiders chopping around showed AMD had relative strength, so I wanted to play AMD. And so what I see on AMD, right? So I simply saw that we were holding market structure to the higher time frame. How? Because we broke above it very strongly in the first 1 minute candle, right? We're up like what, $4 in 1 minute candle. So there's any relative strength, right? I want to kind of see us break above this gray level, right? This is my key level, and kind of break above, show strong price action, right? Buyers are there, and then continue the momentum to the upside. But we just consolidate at this level, right? Consolidate at this level, no strong price action, and then we just came back down, right? Where QQ SPY kind of just consolidating, right? So either buyers would step up at this higher time frame, right? Pre-market high level plus previously high level, right? Or my bad, pre-market high plus previously low level, right? Or we're just gonna come down below and then just be chopping and then the relative strength, right? But we nicely came down and retested this pre-market high very beautifully, right? Very beautifully, showed strong price action, reversed very, very strong with these strong price action candles. So this is an entry right here, pretty much after this first candle, right? You can technically enter this over here, right? Just knowing the higher time frame. So bullish stop loss would be a little bit wider, right? But technically a stop loss with below pre-market like low would be good, but this is a pretty big stop loss. So if you did do that, you have to have way bigger TP. So it'd be something like this. But I wouldn't usually take that because that's kind of a too big of a like a stop loss for me. So I would just, in my opinion, I would just do a below VWAP if I were to take some kind of entry like this. But of course, I like to play a little bit close to high of day because I know if I'm wrong or right very easily. And I have 100% winner this month, so clearly, like, it's working out really well, right? So I saw us kind of come up, form a fair value gap, and consolidate at my key level, right? This key level right here, we're consolidating, and so I want to, so at this area, I want to see strong price action. So literally at AMD calls a strong price action here, right? So at 834, I want to see some strong price action here, right? Because I want to see AMD now continue this momentum. We kind of bounced off this pre-market high level, and then if we're bouncing off a pre-market high level, right, that means higher time frame. We're holding that level, and if we can get some bullish price action, that looks good for continuation to the upside, right, on higher time frame and intraday level. So I simply right saw a strong price action, right, very aggressive buyers. So enter calls right at this candle, not waiting for the candle closure. At this candle, stop loss would have been simply right here below this previous red candle, right? I would have counted this so ideally I want to see the candle first go above this red candle, use this aura block right as an area support, and then if we go under, I would just use this this key level as a stop loss, right? So it just depends really where the candle closes and what strength that candle shows. And this candle showed very, very strong strength above our 5 minute range high. So ideally I want to hold above the 5 minute range high, right? Because it's also an area of previous liquidity, and we held it perfectly, and then you just continue to bullish market structure, right? So watch that previous video I made, literally bullish, maintaining bullish market structure, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, right? And then we're maintaining like a very strong uptrend, right? Very tight higher highs and higher lows uptrend. And so like very, very good trade today, right? Could have managed those trailers a little bit better, but like how am I supposed to predict news? Like I exit right here and then news literally reverses us back up. So like bro, I don't know. I don't know. That Loki like Loki ruined my day. After I took that and saw that reverse, I closed my charts and I went to sleep. I went back to sleep. I'm like, bro, that's bullshit. So yeah, that's pretty much a trade. I think I broke down pretty much a lot of the things, right? If you guys want to know where I get these levels and all that stuff, you can just join Discord and ask me, right? I don't want to drop too much information. But yeah, so pretty much very simple like risk to reward, right? Like these trades, what I've noticed is the reason why I have such a high win rate is because I know what high probability trades look like, and I know what my risk and my reward is, right? If I know I come down below this area of my stop loss, right, then I just exit out my trade, right? I lose. I'm risking literally less than 10-15% to gain 30, 40, 50% on every trade. So like I'm telling you, like it's like it's just a good feeling knowing that like you know what you're doing. I'm not gonna lie, like my own system, my own like discretion, my own like my own. I take these trades by my like I discern these trades and I look what other people are taking trades and I see they're taking similar trades as me, right? These good traders I used to look up to, and that's how I know like that's how I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm doing pretty well, right? So yeah. I think that is a share recap for today, right? Very, very clean price action on AMD today. This name still kind of looks good, even though we kind of just come back down. We still could look kind of good on the higher time frame. Let me actually check. Let me see what we're doing. So we still look good on the higher time frame, right? Especially if we can get above this 346.76 level up here, right? Especially above this order block over here, kind of break this level. I kind of see kind of consolidate, break this level, retest it tomorrow, right? This previous day level, and I kind of want to see us show strong price action. I don't mind entering on somewhere over here, right? Somewhere entering over here on like a instant pullback on a fair value of order block, right? So that's might be something I'll be looking for tomorrow, right? Depending on the price action, of course, of what QQ Aspire are doing. Because if we're very, very weak and AMD doesn't have relative strength, then we're just gonna come down below. And then I don't want to short AMD, but if we do come down below like this 223 to like this 221 area, then we can short this name down to this 215 level, right? There's space down below, but I don't really see this name having relative weakness, right? Because the high time frame looks so bullish. So I expect us to like maybe consolidate a little bit, and then if we do come down, then it'll come down like a little bit later. Oh, we also had earnings coming up. Oh, February 3rd. Okay, never mind. I actually don't expect his name to come down. I expect his name to consolidate. Because we have earnings, there's no really point for his name to come down a lot unless QQ and SPY come down a lot, right? So I expect his name down to consolidate or just continue his relative strength for that earnings push. So yeah, that's a trade cap for today. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below, join Discord. And yeah, so 100% win streak continues. Let me actually look at it real quick because, this shit's just so sexy. All trades taken live, and this trade especially, like I literally called out this trade 3 times before taking it. I don't want be like known as a signal, like an alert person, right? Because bro, if you want to change your life and make money trading, like you have to take your own trades. You're not gonna learn shit taking other people's trades, right? I know from experience, bro. So like, so I don't want to be like an alert person, right? Because bro, I don't want to be known for that. So I want to be known for kind of teaching and also like calling out, like I want to be known for teaching, kind of knowing what I'm doing, like so yeah, so that is the trade cap, and I'm about to close a month. I mean, the month looking pretty good, right? I size kind of down a lot of these trades, right? Normally I'll buy 50 contracts, but a lot of these trades I size down just because I didn't know what the January price action was going to look like. And the January price action was pretty good for me, right? As you can see, it's pretty good. Only one trade taken these days, just high probability setups, right? I'm aggressive. I know when to be aggressive, right? Because I know what my risk is. So yeah, that is trade recap. And like, look at this, 29.23 profit factor. Like, bro, who like insane. Of course, it's not as impressive because the size isn't that big, right? It'd been more impressive if it was like $100,000, right? And all these were like way bigger. Cause I've had this is not my biggest month, right? This is actually this is my small one of my smaller months. This is my best consistency, right? Um, I think one of my biggest months recently was in October or November, right? Up I think 40 or 45, 40 to 50, right? But that was just because of one trade on that AMD I took, like made like 15K in one day, so that was insane. And it's also I also even alerted too. But this is like when the Discord just opened, so yeah, that trade cap, right? I'm gonna have to go on social media and screenshot this and make some TikToks about my P&L continuing this green streak. But yeah, so if you guys got any value, um, please leave a like and subscribe, and I see you guys next video. Peace.